Today, I'm going to show you a free AI SEO tool that you can use to dominate the SERP. So like you can see, I'm ranking here and here. You can also dominate ChatGPT for your brand to get more sales and customers that way. So for example, you can see I'm actually ranking inside ChatGPT right there. Even on Perplexity and other AI search engines, this is a very powerful strategy that is proven to work. As you can see, for example, if we search for the best SEO training in Birmingham, you can see at the top of the list, it recommends my SEO Elite Circle training over everything else. And even inside the video section here, you can see me ranking with a video from YouTube directly on a brand new channel using this method. And it's absolutely mind blowing. I'm going to show you how to use custom GPTs to help you automate this, save you a lot of time, it'll help you rank #1. It'll create really high quality content that you can't find anywhere else. And it's going to help you dominate not just Google search, but also AI search. And I'll come on to that in a minute. So the way that I'm setting this up, this custom GPT, is that it's going to work in 3 different prompts, 3 different methods, right? So for example, the first section here will ask me for the keyword and the source context of the article that I'm writing. And this is really powerful because, for example, if you look at the content that we create, a lot of this content is personalized to me. So it's not just enough to create content for your website now. You want it personalized to your brand. You want to make sure that it's unique to you. You want it to sell whatever you have to sell, and that's going to help you go a lot further when it comes to converting the traffic that you actually get. It's easy to rank on Google with AI content. It's actually quite hard to get it to convert. And that's what we've done right here. You can see throughout the content as well, we have these CTAs linking directly to our sales page for the program that we want to sell. And this is completely automated, as I'll come on to in a minute. So that'll be the first section, and I'll come on to the next section in a minute. So if you want to build your own tool, and I'll share the tool that I actually create with you today, so that you can just steal it from me, and it is completely free. Custom GPTs are free for anyone to use. We can go to my GPTs, we'll go to create a GPT, we'll call this AI SEO Dominator, because it's the best thing since sliced bread. And then inside here, we're going to take the prompt and the keyword and the source context, as you can see. Now, this is going to work in 3 separate stages because we want our content to be personalized, we want it to be relevant, we want it to be well researched, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, so that your content is unique from anything else I've seen on the internet. And also it cuts out all the fluff, all the AI spam, all the trash, right? And so that will be prompt #1. From there, we'll say once confirmed, and let me zoom in for you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Then do this, right? And what we're going to do here is we're going to research, and all of this is going to be relevant to your keyword and your source context, right? So this section right here, once you've got the keyword and you've given the source context to the GPT, it's then going to do some relevant keyword research around the topic and the source context. It's going to give us 20 relevant external links so we can link to from our guide so that it looks well researched. And then in section #3, we're going to get some stats and case studies related to the keyword. Now, at the same time, we want to make sure that content and that research is written naturally. Bear in mind, this is not the final article. It's just a research for the article. Yeah, it's to double check the data and fact check it. We'll get it to write it in a very simplified way. And then finally, we'll get it to double check the external links and facts before it sends it to us, right? And that'll be part #2. So this is very different to any sort of AI SEO custom GPTs that you'll find out there because it's prompting it all. It's a 2-way conversation, right? And it's all personalized to you, your brand, your website, your external links, the source context of what you're trying to write about, and the keyword, which makes it very unique to everything else, which means that you don't get lost in the sea of AI content that it's just generic fluff out there, right? And because that's the biggest problem with what's happening right now in the industry is like, it's very easy to create content. It's very hard to create personalized content that actually ranks. And if you have generic stuff, then what's going to happen is you're not going to be differentiated from AI overviews, right? There's no way that if Google can answer that question already, it's going to put you first. And so if you want to keep ranking on Google and keep getting traffic, you really want your content to be personalized to you, your brand, etc. So part #3 is where we're actually going to write the content. So you can see here, it's going to ask for internal links, sitemap, word count, entities, etc. I'll show you how to do all this. It's already got a pre-written prompt on how to create content. It's also got a bunch of negative keywords to avoid. Plus, it's going to prioritize the knowledge you've found already and use it naturally within the content, as well as sprinkling in a few external and internal links. So that is part #3, all right? So now from here, we're going to get the SEO Dominator going. So let's crank it open right now. We'll hit save and we'll get that published. And by the way, if you don't want to use a custom GPT, or let's say you're using Claude or a different AI model, that's okay, because what I'll do, as well as giving you this free custom GPT today, you'll get all the prompts from today so that if you just want to use it manually or you want to put it into a Perplexity tool or a Claude tool, you can do that as well. So now that we've got this, let's see it get started and get rocking and rolling, my friends. Now, it might require a bit of iteration, as you can see, but it's already kicked it off pretty well. So for example, it's asked for the keyword and source context as we asked it for. So I'm going to take an example source context, and this just gives you an idea of what you can plug into this. So for example, source context equals promote the SEO Elite Circle by Julian Goldie, articles written by Julian, who's an AI SEO expert, blah, 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 and then link as a CTA to my sales page right here. So we'll grab that, we'll plug that in there, and we'll just take a random keyword. So just as a totally random example, we'll put something like SEO training in Honiton. We've got the source context there, and now it should move on to stage number 2, hopefully. Now you can see it's doing the research, which is great. It's also found the external links, and it's also found the facts, as you can see right here. So for example, 46% of all Google searches are for local information. And if we just Google that to make sure that it's actually fact checked, you can see it right there. Now, one thing I would always recommend, right? So for example, if you look at some of those external links that it gave earlier, they were just generic guides. So if you want to be more specific, or if you have any issues with the links, let's say 1 or 2 of them don't work, and you can just quickly check those, then you can say something like, these external links don't work, only focus on links you 100% know work, and make them less generic. And that's an easy way to quickly course correct any external link problems that you have along the way. So for example, if we click on this link number 19, you can see it actually works, no messing around there, and it's a bit more tailored to the topic that we're talking about. But I would still, just to be safe, I would double check those external links before you publish the content. But now we can move on to this section, which is internal links, entities, and desired word count. So with the sitemap, I'm just going to take that from my website. So that's available as sitemap, post sitemap XML, as you can see right here. Post-sitemap XML, as you can see right there. So put internal links here. And then inside Zista, so that's zizta.org, you can easily get the entities and the word count recommended for the topic. So if we put, for example, SEO training Honiton, which is a random keyword we've taken for this article today, we'll hit create page. We'll wait for that to load, might take a couple of minutes. And bear in mind, just while we're waiting for this, like the one thing I would say is like, if you're doing this, I can almost guarantee that unless your competitors are watching these videos, no one else is doing this, right? I don't know anyone else who's implementing this sort of level of detail and personalization to the AI content they're creating, or it's very rare at least. And so you're always going to be ahead of your competitors, especially if you combine this with link building. So now we have the outline ready to go from Zista. So what we're going to do from here is we've got the word count. So I'll plug that in. And then for entities, we can just take these entities right here, just to make sure our content is contextually relevant to the topic, because you want to write for the user, but also for the search engine too. You got to balance both. So from here, we've plugged those in, and it's planned out all the contents. You see the FAQs, you can see the internal links to include, you can see the content plan, etc. And it said, you ready to start? Let me kick off the content creation. I've said, yeah, just make sure you include the links, research, and stats you found before. And then it's basically written like a nicely formatted article right here. The one thing that I would improve actually on it is writing in first person. So I'll edit the content instructions in a minute. But you can see here how it's nicely written, nicely formatted. It includes the keyword inside the title. It pre-sells why local SEO is so important. It includes some of the statistics that we mentioned before as well. Then it's pre-sold us with a link to our sales page. It talks about what you'll learn inside the course. Includes some more stats that it found earlier. So all of this is well researched, includes CTAs, it's all personalized to us and our brand, nicely formatted, and even the FAQs are tailored to the source context, right? You can see it's also included some internal links, for example, like skyscraper SEO, links to our page right there, which is taken from our sitemap. The other thing that I would say here is when it's writing the content, it's cut out a lot of the issues that you usually get with ChatGPT when it comes to negative AI fluff words, right? So for example, I know we talked earlier about how to avoid these negative AI words. It's cut out most of those. I don't think it's going to cut out 100% because it's never going to be perfect until maybe if we get to ChatGPT 5, it'll be better. But you can see here that it is on point, how the content is personalized, it's more interesting, it's relevant to us, it's semantically optimized, it's got research inside it, and that is a superior workflow to most of the SEO workflows that I've seen out there when it comes to creating content. Now, there's a couple of tweaks I actually did make to rewrite the content. So you can see here, I've actually said, write this content as Julian Goldie in first person. and add more entities in the quantity recommended. Overall, pretty good. Overall, that's a super easy, simple way to create content and rank it based on what's working for us, right? Now, here's the other thing. I know I mentioned previously about how I ranked with video directly here, which I think will be massive when it comes to SEO in the future, because video seems to get embedded directly inside ChatGPT, Search GPT, and also inside Perplexity. Check out my video yesterday if you want to see more details on that. It's really easy to do, because what you can actually do is just, you can take the transcript like you can see right here, you can run it through a tool like Arcads or HeyGen, and then with an AI avatar review, and then you can easily publish a video and a blog using AI content and automate it all. Now, if you want us to do that for you, whether that's human with an actual actor or for AI, feel free to check out the link in the comments and description. We're actually offering video as a service, and you just go in, you select whether you want blogs, explainer videos, whether you want to turn your blogs into a video, whether you want to explain a video, etc. You can just order directly here. We can just go off and create the videos for you. Now, additionally, if you want to get access to that custom GPT or all the prompts that I've used today, and you could use these on Perplexity, on Claude, whatever your favorite AI SEO tool is, you could even plug those into a make automation if you wanted to. Then what I'll do is I'll take the prompts and the link to the tool from today, and I'll plug that into the free SEO tools section of my SEO. And if you check out the free SEO course, link in the comments description, once you've logged in, go to the free SEO course, then go to free SEO tools, and finally go to personalized GPT, as you can see right here. And the video notes are inside the description, as you can see. Now, if you want a free one-to-one SEO strategy session on how to get more leads, traffic, and sales with SEO, feel free to book that in. Links inside the comments and description. We'll give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building. We'll answer any questions you have. You'll learn the best link building strategies for your website, plus how to outrank your competitors in link building, and how to 10x your SEO traffic based on what's working for us. And if you want to check out the video service, like I talked about before, feel free to order online, and we can just get that arranged for you. Super simple and easy. You can order online instantly today. Link in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching.